What's going on, everybody? I hope you're doing well. This is another video from the spiritual world. So I wanted to initially do August readings, but I have an important message that I need to get over to the collective, because there's been a lot of trauma bonding going on. There's been a lot of trauma going on that has begun to lead our lives. It's began to take over a little bit too heavily, more than our ancestors would like. So I basically want to put out that I've been getting certain downloads about us as a collective. Things like DNA rejuvenation, things like soul fragments and soul retrieval and trauma bonding and chakra recalibration. These are all things that are like heavily on my mind right now. And so last night, I don't know, soul retrieval and soul fragments and soul retrieval was on my mind heavily. And shout out to Shahil Ahaya, one of my favorite spiritualists, for bringing this to our attention. So ever since he did the live on soul fragments and soul retrieval, I don't know, it's been on my mind. Like, I've been researching deeper into things and all this good stuff. So anyway, last night, I caught myself being very deep into soul fragments and soul retrieval videos and research once again. And it made me very sleepy. I went to bed about 9 p.m. 9 is a number of endings. Okay, so just to give you some more background information, I'm here in Dallas. I am closing out this chapter of my life. I'm packing up my apartment. I'm getting the second load of my personal items out of the apartment so that I can move on to my next journey. And it's so interesting to me because I was looking at, I was looking at like car rentals, and everywhere has been sold out. Like, y'all, I've been in Dallas for days trying to not only clear out this chapter, but also spending time with my cousin. It was her birthday. Shout out to Leos or whatever, you lovely Leos. But, you know, in the meantime, of course, I'm here to close out this cycle. Or close out this chapter. And so, like I say, car rental places have been sold out for days. Like, there's literally like a car shortage here. So I haven't been able to get the cars that I need. And so this person from my past hit me up yesterday, casually joking, like, hey, what's going on? You still mad at me? Blah, blah, blah. You know, like basically trying to get with me. And I ended up being on TikTok, and I saw a video on how there's somebody in your life that has these evil entities and evil energy attached to them. You know, they got all this personal stuff they're dealing with, and they want to keep you where you are. And it just made me think about so much stuff. It made me think, I might be rambling right now, but I'm just giving y'all background information about how I got to this point. So anyway, my whole point in that is, you know, it's ironic how, you know, I haven't dealt with this person in months. It's already been brought to my attention that they have evil energy on them so long ago, months ago. And that's when I stopped dealing with them. And this person tells me that they're jealous of me all the time. And it's not something to take lightly. You know, when people show you who they are, believe them. It doesn't matter if it pertains to you or if they're just showing you who they are, unprovoked by any other sources. Pay attention to that, okay? Now, I say all of that to say that trauma bonding has been on my mind. Like, I'm constantly getting downloads about trauma bonding. So trauma bonding, let me just put it out there. Trauma bonding is more than just, okay, you're going to link with a person, a friend, a lover, or a coworker, a family member, whatever, and y'all have multiple things in common, or just one significant thing in common that was traumatic to y'all, and y'all's bond. That trauma is at the basis of that bond. Okay, trauma bonds are very, very capable of being manifested outside of just relationships. A lot of us have created trauma bonds in our everyday lives. We've created trauma bonds with our entrepreneurship, with our creativity, with our relationships. You know, there's just trauma leading our lives in so many different ways that we have to pay attention to. And the reason why I gave y'all that backstory is because me and that person also created a trauma bond. We did. There was things that I needed that this person could provide. There was things that this person needed that I could provide. You know, this person needed help on their spiritual journey. I wouldn't necessarily say I needed help, but you know, I'm a young lady. I'm not going to turn down help from a man. You know, that's just like, you know, whatever. So, which, if it's mutually beneficial, is what I'm saying to y'all. Use common sense on what that means. But I say all of that to say that me and this person created a trauma bond, and now it's to the point where their energy does not want me to leave this city unless I see them, unless I give them some of my energy, and I know that that's not right to do. So I have to sit here and do some soul fragment work, some soul retrieval work, return some energy to this person, claim back my energy to myself, cleansed, cleared, and untainted. But I say all that to say I've been getting multiple downloads about trauma bonds, y'all. Like, and I'm going to start the reading in just a second, but I'm giving y'all more information about what I'm picking up. So let's just say, you know, you are the type of person who is, you know, you have limited support, right? You have all these things that you want to do in your life, but your family is not supporting you, your friends aren't supporting you. So you go and say, well, I'm going to start this business, or I'm going to do this photo shoot, or I'm going to do this hobby, or I'm going to do whatever it is to prove a point to these people that I am capable of doing what they say I cannot do. That is allowing a trauma bond. That is creating a trauma bond. That is allowing trauma to take over your life. You know, it's basically, why do we have to let negative things happen to us before we do what we're supposed to do, or before we do what we want to do? Why does negative things have to happen? Why do traumatic things have to happen? Why do people have to push up on us to get us to deliver when it comes to our life journey? It should not be like that. So if you have created a trauma bond in any areas of your life, this reading is for you. If you have some unfinished business that you have not taken care of energy wise, if you know that you have soul connections out here that mean no good for you, they cannot propel you into the next level of your life. If you're the type of person who you have started a business, or you've started a hobby, or you've had a makeover, or anything of that nature to prove a point to someone else, to give power outside of you, then this reading is for you. Okay? Okay? Spirit is like, no. Mama ain't raised no hoe. Mama ain't raised no punks. Like, that's the energy that I'm picking up right now. You got the unexpected card. So this is talking about literally disruption, unexpected occurrences. So when you put the power outside of yourself, when you say, hey, you know what? He got me messed up. Oh, he didn't love me. Okay, I'm going to go lose 30 pounds. Like, y'all, what is that? Now you're wondering why you're looking good, but your mental health is deteriorating. You know, you've done all the workouts that you can do. Now your hair is falling out. You're still stressed. You're still depressed underneath it all. I'm just giving y'all examples. Spirit, what else does this collective need to know? So many cards just fell out. Spirit, what else does this collective need to know? Oh, your boss said, you know, that your boss pulls you to the side and say, hey, you're not looking like you're doing a good job. You're not working well this week. So now, to prove a point, you're going to do what you're supposed to do. Make it make sense, y'all. Why is the power outside of you? Spirit, what else does this collective need to know at this time? What else does this collective need to know at this time? Here is the Twin Flames card, y'all. And I'm the type of reader, I don't aim to capitalize off the soul flame journey. I'm not the soul flame, the soulmate journey, or the twin flame journey. I'm the reader that's going to tell you the truth. Okay. While we're talking about soul fragments and soul retrieval, literally, y'all, pieces of you, pieces of your soul, parts of your energy, parts of your being have been given away to other people, places, and things. And now you can't figure out Why? I know that I don't want to stay here anymore. Why is it so hard for me to leave? I know that I'm not supposed to be at this job. It's tiring. It's frustrating. Why can I not leave? Me and this person, forget things in common. I was going to say we don't have things in common. Forget that. Me and this person, we're always arguing. You know, we've gotten physical. We're fighting. We're calling each other names. But for some reason, I feel so drawn to them. But the reader on TikTok said that was my twin flame. But the reader on YouTube said that was my twin flame. But the person who I paid $100 to, you know, $25, whatever it was, they said that this is my person. Y'all, it's literally pieces, parts of you, parts of your being that are ingrained in other people. And we have created trauma bonds. We have created trauma bonds with these people, places, and things. Why have I come here to Dallas, Texas 3 times, and the 3rd time was not a charm? You want to know why? Because there were pieces of me that I left here. It might be from a past life. It might be. I know for a fact that I have parts of my being in Dallas that are here from this lifetime because of the choices that I have made. The first time I ever came to Dallas, I came because, I don't know, I felt like my family members and friends, they weren't supporting me like I wanted them to. So I just up and left. I didn't have a plan. I didn't know why I chose Dallas. There was something there. There was something there that I needed to regain, that I needed to reignite, that I needed to retract some power or some energy that I needed to call back here. And if you're into astrology, I love astrology. I like to use astrocartography or astro travel. You can look at my astro travel chart and see that Dallas is where my moon line is. What is the moon? Feminine energy, emotions, you know, motherhood, all things that I have run from for so long. Okay, trigger warning, but I have had not 1, not 2, but 4 miscarriages. I have. And I come back here to reclaim, to mother myself. Okay, this place has taught me things about, you know, my relationship with women, that actually it ain't so good. Actually, sis, I might be the problem just a little bit because my heart space is closed off. So, you know, I had the hardest time, y'all, trying to be here in Dallas where my moon line is and develop stable business. Why? Because I didn't come here. I did not come here to establish stable business. I did in my conscious mind, but unconsciously there were things that I needed to retract from this place. Okay. So be mindful once again. This twin flame card, this energy, this is not your happily ever after necessarily. Okay. Just because, you know, you've moved, you got the job, you found the person. If something ain't smelling right, it ain't right. It doesn't matter if it's in the shiniest box with all the gold, with all the gems. It doesn't matter, y'all. Beware of this energy. There are parts of your being, parts of your soul, parts of your energy that have just broken off and went to other places. And we try to find them. You know, our soul tries to find them. You know, sometimes we consciously try to find these things. But once again, if it's rooted in trauma, it doesn't matter if it's a business, if it's a lover, a friend, whatever the case may be. We have created a lot of trauma bonds with certain people, places, and things. And then we listen to these readers tell us that this is the one when they haven't even, I'm not even going to say they haven't done the healing, because healing is a never ending process. But they're in the business just strictly for the currency. So even that is a part of your twin flame journey. That reader that you know something ain't right with that person, but you just love the fact that they can read into the future, or they can just read. They confirm all the things that you wanted to hear. That is also a part of a twin flame journey, y'all. A lot of us have created trauma bonds in our general relationships, in our everyday lives. How can I get a reading? You can message me directly on Instagram, love. It's the same name as my TikTok name, Spiritual, SPIREALTUAL. My website is currently under construction right now, but yeah. My nails, girl, they're a mess. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. So let's get some more information. Spirit, what else do you have to say to the collective that comes across this video? What do you want us to know? Forward movement. We need to be figuring out how we can excel We were never supposed to get that comfortable. We were never supposed to get this rooted in certain places. If you, okay, once again, not once again, because I feel like I've said this in somewhere else, but I didn't say it on the video. So, dang it, what was I gonna say? I lost train of thought. Hey, thank you for the love. What was I about to say? Oh, if you are taking the route that's easy, free, cheap, convenient, comfortable, familiar, if you're doing any of that, I want you to rethink. I'm not saying that life should not be easy. I'm not saying that things should naturally work in your favor. I'm not saying that you should always be uncomfortable and on edge in your life. Thank you so much for the roses, mama. Thank you. However, we should always be growing. If you're not growing, if you put a flower in dirt and you water it and you give it sun and all these things, and it's looking good, but it's not growing, perhaps you need to uproot that flower and plant it elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Let nature do its job. Everything in this world has its rightful place in this world. There are people, places, and things in this lifetime to distract you from moving on to your next level of greatness, okay? Hopefully that makes sense, okay? And they show up in our relationships, our kinships, our friendships, our romantic relationships, our business relationships. Thank you so much, all. I accept that wholeheartedly. Girl, I've worked hard for this beautiful spirit and I'm still not done. So yeah, y'all, there are certain people, places, and things in this world to distract us, and let those things, people, places, whatever, let them do their job, but don't get worked on. Don't get overworked. Okay. Learn the lesson, move on. Like I said, I'm not saying that life isn't supposed to be sweet. Life isn't supposed to be, blissful. And I'm also not saying like if something's been going good for too long, then something's not right. I'm not saying that. Just pay attention, because time is an illusion. Time is going both faster and slower than we realize, okay? And before you know it, you've been living in this city 5-10 years and you're in the same place that you were from the beginning, because there was no forward movement. There were no plans for acceleration. You just got comfortable. You got complacent. So you need to unroot yourself, okay? Spirit, what else would you like for us to know right now? This one caught my attention. 7th house, partnerships. We was talking about connections, y'all. Literally, my pleasure. We've been talking about connections, right? The 7th house in astrology has to do with collaborations, contracts, partnerships, relationships, cooperation. What do you have to say about this 7th house card, Spirit? Why did you bring us this 7th house card? And I'm going to upload this on YouTube as well. So if you haven't, just go to, oh, wow. Look at that. If you haven't already, click the, it's a little photo looking icon in my TikTok bio. Click that and subscribe to my YouTube, because I'm going to upload this after I'm done. So we got the love card and we have the photograph card. So as you can see, she's holding on to this heart so tightly because it feels so good. I got these from Amazon. Well, you'll have to ask me afterwards, babe, because there's a lot going on, but shoot me a message on which decks you were talking about and I'll let you know. But she's holding on to this so good, so tightly, because it feels so good. Okay. Yes, the cards are talking about self-love, oneness, affection, attraction, unconditional love, but I'm focusing on the symbolism right now. So she's really holding on to this tightly, and that's us. We don't know how to experience people, places, and things. We want to possess them, and we can't. If y'all really knew how much we owned in this world, it doesn't matter what your name is on. It doesn't matter what was left to you in inheritance or, whatever. We own a whole lot less than what we think. I'm going to leave that at that. But there's this photograph card here. So, once again, we're being led to a lot of people, places, and things due to this right here. We're holding on to the memories. We're holding on to the photographs. We're holding on. We're holding on to what was. But we have to be willing to make new memories. We've been living in nostalgia for too long. We've been living in nostalgia for too long. If you know that you're in this repetitive cycle, it doesn't matter what it is, with this habit, with this job, with this relationship, let it go. Let it go and just see what happens to you. And use discernment. I'm not telling you go break up with your person right here, right now. I'm not telling you to go tell that job, like, I quit, fuck you. I'm not telling you to do that. Okay. You got this hammer card here. So it's time to rebuild. Okay. We've been getting what? Repetitive. We've been doing what? Sabotaging. Okay. Now, between you and you, what's going on? Interrogation. You're wondering, okay, the things that I've been persistent about, are they really paying me back? Are they investing in me the way I'm investing into them? If your answer is no, then let it go. Okay? The self-sabotage has been going on for too long. Spirit, do you have a word of advice for us? I was not meaning for this video to get this long. Quick communication. You got that? Oh, excuse me. I had to breathe on that one. Whew. Wow. I don't know about that, y'all. Y'all personal questions, you will have to book a reading with me. But this 8 of Wands is about quick movement, okay? In the traditional tarot, you will see 8 wands kind of flying out. And that's talking about quick movement. It doesn't have to just be communication, but quick movement. You have to really have a conversation between you and yourself, between you and your ancestors, between you and your angels, your spirit guides, your spiritual team, your Egun, and say, hey, let's do a life inventory real quick, because I'm not seeing the results that I want to see in my life. Why is that? Why is that? Maybe because you're still attached to the same people, places, and things that are doing the opposite of this for you. They're slowing you down. They're not speeding you up. They're not propelling you forward. It doesn't matter if it feels good, smells good, looks good, tastes good. Is it really good for you at the root of it all? That is something that you have to think about. We also have the Magician card. This card was poking out, so I just grabbed it. So we are the masters of our reality. Our ancestors are really tired of us playing victim. Our ancestors, once again, like I said earlier, our ancestors are so tired of somebody pushing up against us so hard, and now we want to push back. Oh, now you want to do the right thing. Interesting. Now you want to walk in your power because so-and-so said that you ain't worth a damn. Now you want to walk in your power because now you want to work your ass off and get in the gym because somebody called you a fatty. Now you want to get your health together because that guy that you love so much slipped up and told you, I don't want to marry no woman that's 300 pounds. Why did it take for him to do all that? You are the master of your reality. You knew that you wasn't healthy. You knew that you wasn't happy. You knew that you wasn't feeling beautiful. Why did it take an outside source to tell you that? Why? Why did it take for you to get 3 months behind on your rent before you found a new method of income? Why? Why was that? And I'm not laughing at anybody's situation. I've been there, done that. But Spirit's like, where's the magic in your everyday life? Why are you not, hello? Why are you not manifesting every day? Why is every day not magical? Why are you not in control every day? And when I say in control, I mean in control of you and your energy. I'm not saying that you control every little detail of your life. But goddamn, you can at least try to act like it. You can at least tap into the God within you. You can at least tap into your power. Okay? Yeah. Any other messages, Spirit? Any other words of advice for this collective? Let's see. Any other messages of advice for this collective, Spirit? Okay, this is the one. You got the Sun card. The Sun is associated with a lot of different things. As you can see, it talks about the spirit here. This is about soul elevation. It's about walking in your light. This is about conscious energy. This is about choosing to be aware of your strengths and your weaknesses and not letting anyone else do it for you. You know why that person is so willing to just take you under their wings and, you know, you haven't showed them anything. You haven't showed them anything worthy of you, being a good muse. Because the one thing that you did show them was that you didn't believe in yourself. You showed them all your weaknesses. You showed these people, places, and things that you didn't feel like you were worth anything more. You showed that job that you were desperate for money, so they hired you. They didn't care about your experience. They didn't care if you had good customer service. You created a trauma bond with that job. Okay? There was nothing there was nothing there with that person that were signs of true, actual, or potential love. But what you did show that person is that you were codependent. You told them everything about your life. You told them about how, you're the black sheep in your family and you don't have a good relationship with your parents and all this good stuff. So they like, oh, she doesn't have any family. He doesn't have any family. I can have my way with this person. That's what they thought of you, because y'all created a trauma bond. But now it's time for you to walk in your light with the sun. It's time to give yourself everything. Give yourself your flowers. Give yourself, give yourself direction. Give yourself power. Give yourself energy. Give yourself magic. It all starts and ends with you. Okay? Okay? Hopefully this is making sense to y'all. I don't want to drag this message on too long. I'm going to stop right there. I will be posting an extended version in my Patreon. If you want to join my Patreon, there's a lot of members only deals in there. I will be posting extended readings in there and all that good stuff. Membership starts at $5.55. It's just, a token of gratitude towards the services that I do. So I'm going to stop right there, y'all. Yes, if you want to watch the whole thing, I'm going to upload it to YouTube. If you're new here on TikTok, thank you for joining. If you're interested in a private reading, please let me know. You can message me directly via email or on my Instagram. All of that information should be posted in my profile and in the description of this video. So yeah, hopefully this made sense. Let me know in the comments what you think. Like, share, subscribe, and engage with my other content. I hope y'all have a blessed day. It's Thursday. It's a day of abundance. It's a day of higher learning, higher education, long-term thoughts, long-term success. So I claim it, and I hope you claim it. And I love you all. You have a great day. Bye.